to reach the airport, reporting that the private jet lost both engines coming down on the highway during rush hour. The plane bursting into flames, 3 survivors escaping the wreckage. Here's ABC's Victor Okendo.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Tonight, that private jet engulfed in flames after crash to a busy Florida highway. A massive fireball in the middle of the afternoon rush. At least 2 people killed.
We're clear to land, but we're not going to make the runway. We've lost both engines.
Oh, there goes the wing. Yeah.
Both engines failing on final approach just seconds before landing around 3 p.m. near Naples. Authorities saying 5 people were on board. 2 did not survive. Miraculously, 3 escaping with their lives.
It took the top of that truck.
The jet, a Bombardier Challenger 600, slamming into the southbound lanes of I-75 and colliding with a vehicle, leaving behind this fiery debris.
The barrier wall had a hole in it, was charred from fire and smoke.
Joe Robinson watching in horror.
As I passed by the crash, I could feel the heat from it as I was driving by from the opposite side of the highway.
Bro.
It seemed pretty catastrophic, pretty intense.
How are you hurting? If those guys are okay, or what's going on? I can't tell you for sure, but it didn't look good just due to the smoke.
Flight records show the plane took off from Columbus, Ohio, scheduled for Naples Airport. The crash causing major traffic delays, authorities shutting down a stretch of I-75 as the investigation gets underway. The plane crashed just 2 miles from the airport. Tonight, the NTSB is investigating what may have caused those engines to fail. With
Victor Okendo with those late details tonight. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos,
I get to some breaking news just into our newsroom. A small 2-person plane made a hard landing near Dysart and the I-10 in Goodyear. We know that the FAA is now investigating. So the FAA telling us that this right here was the Cessna 172 aircraft. It lost engine power, and then it made an emergency landing right here on Via Villa Road. This was just before 8 a.m. The plane also hit one parked car, but according to Goodyear Fire, it immediately started linking fuel. No one was hurt. Now that road, Via Villa, is now closed in both directions. We're still trying to get more information, but the good news, no one was.
All right, beloved. All right. You just heard it. You just heard what we've been talking about. For those people who may not know what's going on, we had, if you go to our channel, the man,
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters.
okay, so if you go to this channel, a week ago we released why so many planes crash. Why are there so many plane crash? Why so many plane crash? Boy, I don't know what I was doing naming this thing. Excuse me. Oh, good grief. All right. Oh boy. So for the people that think we are making these things up, okay, these things are happening right there in Florida in the neck of my hood. I know the place where this happened. Well, not exactly the exact location, but I know it happened in Naples, which is not far from where I'm at, probably 70, 75 miles. Okay. And what you keep hearing is those so-called airplanes are losing power. Again, beloved, this was a private jet. This was a private jet, and you know who's piloting or traveling to those private jet. You don't know what those people were going to do. And for some reason, they keep losing engine power. At least that's what they said. Okay. So let me see. There we go. At least that's what they said. Okay. Let me see if we have anything else on YouTube concerning plane crash in Arizona. That's the one. Well, they got 1 minute in there. They don't explain anything. They don't explain anything. Hmm. Okay. Okay, there you go. There's another one. You know, this one just happened. Okay, passenger passenger no more mid-flight after liters of blood erupts from his mouth and nose. Okay, and unidentified 63. You know what to do here. Old German fellow is no more doing a Lufthansa flight from Thailand to Germany. I don't know if you guys can see this, but yes. Okay. Fellow flyer said the man who was traveling with his wife boarded the plane with visible sick, with cold sweats and breathing much too quickly. You know, they have to tell you something. They have to give you something. Soon blood started to spill out of his mouth and nose, and some even splattered on the wall of the aircraft. That was quite violent. Flight attendant performed CPR for over an hour to no avail. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, New York Post. This is how you put your thing and stuff. But anyway, this guy mid-flight, he mid-flight, okay, blood spill out of his mouth, okay, and then he died. He died. He died. So just to show going on with what's going on with the situation 83 is facing out there. They just are dying mid-air, and a lot of things that they try to do, they used to do, ain't working the same way. I almost pulled my book, Black Labor White Wealth, and uh, start to study. I thought I was in the night class, but anyway. All right, beloved, and this is what it is. Again, once my apology for bringing the prayer for the 15 minutes late, 12:30, and today's Saturday. I My alarm did not ring and tell me, hey, it's 12 o'clock, and get ready for to get started. So it didn't. So, beloved, let us begin with the prayer, and then we will move on with our agenda. Okay. I believe we have a fair amount of people here. Let me put my phone on silence because I'm pretty sure this little lady will call. Okay. In a second. Oh boy. Mhm. All right. Okay, beloved, we we do have we do have our our agenda to move in. See, this is what. Okay, all right, good. I do this all the time. Pick up the phone to do something, then I got distracted doing other things. All right, beloved, let us begin. Let us join in unison and our fast and fulfill and okay, all right. I'll check that. Let me see. Why is it didn't pop up? Okay, I'll check it for some reason. Oh boy, that was an hour ago. Okay, let's begin, beloved. Okay. Great glory to the mighty one. Great praise to the Most High God Almighty. Heavenly Father, we are gathering here today with great repentance. We are gathering here in humility and humbleness, meekness. We are gathering here today to say thank you. Thank you for everything you've been doing for us. Thank you for everything you are continuing doing for us. Thank you for everything you will be doing for us. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for opening up our eyes. Yea, indeed, we see exactly what's going on out there. Of course, no one is able to explain it the way that is happening, but yea, they are explaining it the way that they used to all the time with lies, because everything is lies with those folks. Almighty One, we come before you. We ask you to continue protecting our people, our nation. We do know that Pluto is in the midst of Aquarius and things are getting hectic. Things are amplifying. The truth is venturing further. And many more people are realizing that they've been lied onto. And the most important part, they are realizing the truth. And the truth of the matter is, we, as the so called black people around this world, a specific group of black people, the one that had been enslaved, tortured, raped, robbed, and murdered, are the true children of the Bible, or the true chosen people, or the true children of the light, or the true star seed, and are the true alien life form in this universe. We are the children of light and master of darkness. We look, act, and behave like our Creator, Mother, and Father. We bear their characteristics. We are the only people upon this earth that have these angelic attributes. Yet, when we were sent down there to fulfill our mission, and those people enslave us, they destroy us, they took us from Superman to man, and we are now building, rebuilding, reconstructing ourselves into being this God being. And thank you, Mighty One. And it's happening at your own pace. We do want things to go so fast. We do want things to go as fast as we want it, as fast as we can. However, this timeline is not on our table. This timeline is not according to our will and our stuff. And we do see things are moving quickly. We do see the behavior of the weather. The weather is around the world. Yes, indeed, spring is coming and summer is coming. We can't wait to see Europe getting all those wildfire again, because they thought this is something that happened for the next 4 or 5 years, and that's all. In 2024, for some reason, it won't happen again. Heavenly Father, we thank you for having mercy upon the nation. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for opening our eyes and give us the Holy Spirit so we may see clearly, thoroughly, through the lies and the deception of this life. Almighty One, as today is our 11th days of fasting, yea, Pluto is indeed in the 11th house. Joseph is the 11th son. He was bestowed the blessing of the land. He was given unto the birthright of the land. And we ask, Heavenly Father, with the great Plutonian energy, that you may return unto us the blessing of the land worldwide. We ask, just like you gave Joseph wisdom and made him into a prince and later on into a king, as we know as a Pharaoh, just like you gave Joseph the abilities to interpret and see dreams, just like you gave Judah the ability to scream at sonic speed, to lift giant boulder, just like you gave Naphtali the ability to run so fast that he could run from Egypt to the land of Canaan and come so fast in less than 5 minutes. Just like you give the beloved brothers all those supernatural abilities, we ask, Father, to unlock our DNAs so the mature one in the midst of us can use this power to protect ourselves, to protect our people, and to get rid of the enemy of our land. As we are moving, we are continuing. We say thank you. Thank you, Mighty One. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for making us the head. Thank you for making us the first. Selah, so be it. To the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, thank you for being a great mother unto us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always providing for us, protecting us, and giving us what we deserve. We ask you, divine providence, to continue protecting and guiding us through the lessons, guiding us through the books, through life, through the dreams, through the visions, to our actions, to our works, through this dilemma. We ask you to keep us and push us to be the head again and continuing to be the head and be first once more. Thank you. Selah, so be it. To all the angels, our guardian angels, all the spirits that are upon this earth, all the ones that are watching us, both positive and negative, thank you for doing the work. Thank you for correcting us when we are out of place. Thank you for protecting us when we are in our right place. We only demand that you use the Plutonian energy, the Pluto energy, the Pluto fast, the Pluto vibration, which is magic and power and wisdom, and infuse it with our being so we may go through this thing at a better rate, at a better aspect, and fulfill this prophecy. Selah, so be it. By the most peaceful, beautiful, wonderful, most abundant power, the mighty one vested in me, I now leave you all in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Be at peace. Wait for the fast, sanctify the fast. For those of you that are busy, we will see you later on at 8:30 p.m. We will have a little get together to sanctify the fast. And then, oh wait, my daughter going to, well, she's gonna be with me. I had to take her to that place, but I'm not quite sure. But if I do, please join us at 8:30, and we have some discussion. We have certain things we need to talk about. All right, the fast, the prayer is over. Then again, beloved, today is our 11th day of fasting, the 40-day fast, which is the normal fast. This is a friendly reminder. I have not taken my blood pressure yet, and I have not taken all my steps. But yesterday and still today, I have not ate sugar. It's gonna be at least, oh, well, wait, that was in January, or was it in December? Your blood pressure, did you take it? Yeah, that was in this, no, January. Oh, oh, that was in January the 14th. January the 14th, last time I ate something that I thought was honey, which has sugar in it. Which like it was thank them out. It was a little amount, but it really messed me up. So in about 5 more days, 4 more days, I will be 30 days of no sugar if I was, you know, doing this thing. Yesterday I took 8,000 steps. All right, let's see. Sister Lily 128.83. Paul 73, good. Aja 148.97. That was high. 124.88, good. Uh, no sugar taste is gone for it. My taste palette is enhanced. I'm fond of the once that sun goes down. It's it's on, man. Can't wait to go. I can't wait to see the sun go down, man. Sometime I imagine myself flew like Superman and then land on top of the sun and jump up and down and force the sun to go down the horizon. But anyway, so that's what it is. Chosen one indeed, 118.87, 81. That's good. Uh, I'm not quite sure the honey that is in the little bear bottle is it honey. I'm not quite sure. It's quite difficult to say what's real, what's not, man. It's just we have to do our due diligence. It's just it's those people, man. Anyway, you do your best. I would suggest you go to those farmers market or go to those little flea market or Google your farmers around that have actual beehives. And now remember we told you if you have a bee nest in your home, don't remove it. It's a blessing. There you go. Prime black is 116.66. That's good. Love bites is 121.73. That's good. Beloved, if your blood pressure is high, let us know. Talking about this, let me take mine right now. Where's that little machine that I have there? I'm suspect because yesterday I ate it late. I ate it late, so this could have caused my blood pressure to go high. Let me take it right here. Let me take the little machine. Oh boy, where is it? This thing was right here. Oh, let me see. Oh, I took some medicine. Oops. Oh. Oh boy. All right. Oops. Brethren, please make sure when you are taking your blood pressure first in the morning, don't take any medication first, or don't do don't do anything first, and make sure you guys are doing it. And it is always good to take it twice or 3 times. But once you take it the first time, wait 1 minute. Then after that, take it. And don't talk, don't move. All right. I will not be talking and moving, but in the meantime, let me put this video for the nation to watch. Okay. Okay. Oof. Okay. I think we watched this last night, but no. Let me get something else. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Oh boy. Man, everything is so depressing. Okay, well, let's take this one.
And I love this house. It was our dream house from the beginning. We even thought it was over our heads, but we just worked really hard and made it become our own. And I love it. I have my horses here. I have a 100-pound tortoise that I saved. So yeah, I just love it. It couldn't be more perfect for us.
But Allstate, who insured Darlene's house for 18 years, recently sent her a non-renewal notice.
You can't just say after 18 years of being okay, all of a sudden today you're not okay and that's it.
Home insurance companies are saying homes like Darlene's are too risky to insure. The nation's largest homeowners insurance company, State Farm, has decided they won't accept new applications for property in California.
The household names like State Farm, Allstate, pulling out of these markets, they know the risk is just too high to be actuarially sound for their business.
There are companies saying there are too many buildings being destroyed by catastrophes. Inflation is making it too.
Okay. So everybody see this? That's mine. 110, 84, 68. And yesterday it was 120.91. Now it's 110, 84. And we're gonna wait 1 minute. We're gonna wait 1 minute and then take it again. And then we will choose the best possible one. I'm gonna wait. Well, I'm gonna wait until it goes off by itself and then take it again. Okay, I just take mine. That's the lowest mine have been. That's the lowest. And we're trying to keep it under 120. At least I am. You know, it will depend on the age and things and the stuff that you are doing. But the sugar, baby, the moment I cut that sugar, it's just, oh. And I'm not even 30 days yet onto cutting the sugar completely. You know, cold turkey. Cold turkey. Cold turkey. And the diastole, which is high 84, it's supposed to be 80, under 80. It's supposed to be under 80. So that's the systolis is probably the most important. The diastolis is when you are awake like that, when your heart are beating, and my pulse is 68. So now it's turned off. Okay, it's turned off by itself. It's turned off. So let's take another reading, and then let's see. Okay. The second reading is 124.96, which is still good. So between those both reading, you take the one that is the best. Let's see. You take the one that is the best. You wait most likely 2 minutes because this thing go off 30 minutes. A minute and two. That's what you do, okay? And then you wrote it down. Okay, where's that? Where's that thing? For some reason, I keep me. There we go. That's the chart. And today is the 10th. 24. What time is it? It's the 103. $110. 84.68. All right. And you record it. You put it there. Keep your eye on it. What you don't want, beloved, is your blood pressure to go crazy every day. Every day, your blood pressure is like crazy, to a point that you have to go to the hospital or whatever. Okay, so I have not taken the steps yet this morning. It is always good to take it twice and wait a minute or two between each take, and then good. Blood pressure is 120/77. That's good. Keep it between 120s and below. It will depend on your age and your weight. Being over, well, now I'm not in the 400 anymore. So, when you're in the 400 and you on 300, it's a miracle. I realize I'm like, it's a miracle that I'm alive. I can walk and do all those things. Okay, so do the best you can do, beloved, to keep this thing under control. It's, well, I'm not saying it's not that hard. It is hard. It is hard, and nothing is easy. But if you keep doing it the way that you are doing it, the way that we're doing it right now, it will go down. One thing, because what happened is with your blood or whatever, anything in your house, in your body, the moment it's going down, and any little thing you put in there that you didn't put on a while, it will just spike it. Just will just bump it. So do the best that you can do. Okay. All right. With the steps, everybody take the steps yet. Today's Saturday. Some of you may not want to go for a walk. Biglevi, me and my friends are drinking beet juice daily. It's working. Do your best. Do whatever that you can put this thing down. Do it. Great glory. Oh, yes. Once again, beloved, I just want the nation to know. Yesterday, I mentioned Sister Blackfoot, my tribe, which is pretty much Sister Dina or Dina, Light daughter of the Most High, and that's her. And it's she had to change the name, but it's her. Okay, pray for but the beloved sister for her blood pressure, and the one that have high blood pressure, beloved, watch what I would have done. Well, what I did when my blood pressure was high, I watched what I was eating, and I realized I was eating a lot of carbohydrate or carbs, such as bread and pasta. God, I love spaghetti. I love pizza, and I'm in love with burgers. So sandwiches and a lot of bread, the holy bread. I love this stuff. And above all, the sugar. So when I cut the sugar out in the first thing, and I completely cut the sugar, I notice a great difference. And then now I do cut out the carbs, which make another great difference. Okay, I am. Give me a second here. And when I quit the sugar and the carbs, I remove it completely from my diet, and I've seen the drastic result. That's what I would recommend for our beloved out there. Remove the sugar, man, and remove the carbs. Not too much, not that much of it. It would be better if you bought your own flour and make your own bread, make your own pasta, make your own things. For is one is gonna be cheaper, and two is gonna be 10 times healthier than what we are consuming. Make your own, man. It's just you won't believe when you make your own, and it doesn't have the same crap that they had. Remember, the bread that they make, they have to put something in it to conserve it. Your bread, if it goes bad, you just throw it away. You don't lose. You lose a few cents, but businesses don't like to lose anything. Everything is profit for them, so they'll do anything. They'll do anything for that profit, man. Yo, they'll do anything for that profit. They'll put all sort of garbage in there to boost up that profit. Boost up that profit. You can buy the raw wheat and then you grind it, make your own flour, and make your own stuff. Yes, put your own herbs in it. Be creative. You know, unleavened bread, a bread without no yeast. That's it. Anything for that bag, man. Yo, anything for that bag. Straight up greed. Those guys don't play this, man. They're losing 75 cents or 5 cents on a bag of bread. You know how much money that is? They'll spend $1 million to save 5 cents a bag. So profit driven, man. Yes, too much salt cause high blood pressure, but um, one thing is about salt. Salt is probably the most powerful element when it comes to ingredient. Salt is the universal. You need salt in your body. Although if you don't eat salt, your body will produce salt. That's why even your tears is salty. Whether it's a tear of joy or tear of sadness, it is salty. Your sweat is salty. Your body, we are the salt, it's made out of salt. It's a good thing. But too much of it, too much of anything is not good. Yes, so what is this? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Does ACV work for your high blood pressure? I'm not quite sure what ACV stands for. Is it something common? I'm not too sure. Yes, we do have to know the difference between salt and sodium, especially the sodium that they have. Apple cider vinegar. Thank you. I that had escaped my mind. I heard it is good, but I have not tried it yet. Yeah, magnesium. A sister bought me an insane amount of pills. I have magnesium here, magnesium, zinc. They are pretty good. Yes, try the apple cider vinegar. I heard it is good. I'm not sure. If you can do that, go ahead and do this. Now, beloved, let's move with the other stuff. So we have the steps, the blood pressure, and that's good. And we have since today's Saturday, some of you may put your $5 challenge or $5 journey, put it there, or whatever that you're putting. I believe 10, 20, $40. If you're beginning backward, whatever that you're doing, whatever that you can save it, man. Save, okay? Save it. All right, good. And after the fast is done and when the book is publishing, of course, we will take a hiatus just to catch our strength, and we will be back with the art class. And in the meantime, we might do the grueling fast. With that, I don't know exactly how we are going to undertake this. I myself, I've been doing it, but then again, like I said, it might be a little bit too much for the nation, and I do not want some of our people out there, especially the seniors, to engage in activities that they have not engaged never. Um, well, not the dry fast though, not the dry fast, but water fast, but no food for, let's say, if we begin the grueling fast 24 hours, one day, no food, just water and electrolyte water to be precise. Okay, we can do the dry fast. The dry fast, it's, I would say the maximum I will do it with anyone, it's 3 days dry fast. Okay, 3 days. No water, nothing for 3 days. That's the highest I will go because that's the highest that I've done it. But you can do whatever you please. But if we had to do something for the nation, I will begin the first day. I will begin with dry, no, the 24 hours water only. And after that, we're going to eat. Then when we eat it, we cut all the carbs out. And the grueling fast, it would be for a spiritual awakening. It would be for a spiritual awakening. When we said spiritual awakening, I mean breakthrough. That's the core word for a spiritual breakthrough. And whatever things that we are doing, whether it's meditation, which highly recommended, a breakthrough through the meditation for the people that are doing the initiation into Hermetic, okay, to break through and into it. I have walked through 3 times while doing meditation. I just traveled to that other realm, and it was short, like 3 to 5 seconds. And the second time it was longer, was almost 15 seconds. The third time it was almost 30 seconds, but the third time was like I keep traveling to, I was aware, but it keeps switching. So, and just like they explain it in the book, you must keep on practicing. That was without the help of the entheogen. So, and it was completely doing through the meditation. And I realized when I was doing this, I was fasting, so my mind was not in the middle or in the midst of processing food, which one is junk, what the bloods, everything was focusing. So if we are going to do the grueling fast, it will be specifically for the initiation into Hermetic. And we will take it by one day, and then we do 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days, then 40 days. Now, again, this is not going to be easy. That's why you have at least 2 months to prepare for this. while you are doing this fast, you can do a little practice, because when we come back after the hiatus, we'll do the class. While we are doing the class, we'll go through the cooling fast. And the cooling fast is either you go dry, well, no, no liquid, other liquid. It's just 100% water, electrolyte water, and your medication, your vitamin or whatever. Waters and vitamin. We will begin with one day. I'll give the PDF. Especially, we will start this with the students, because once we're done with, we almost done with Black Label White Wealth. We got it right there. We are in chapter. Well, we are in page 180. Okay. We already studied this side. This side is done. We only got that side. So we're on page 181. Epilogue. We are page 181. We got the book is 222 pages. I'll say by the end of this month we should be done with this. And once we're done with that, we will take a Dirty Little Secret. But in the meantime, the students, the one that all about it, if you want that smoke, come do the cooling fast. And it would be no joke, son. It would be no joke. Like everything that we're doing, it's none of them are joking matter. So again, with the cooling fast, I'm just looking at it, Bridget, okay? I have to be very careful. For me, yes. For me, yes. But to put others in there, it's gonna be. I don't wanna have any guilt, because people always misunderstand things. You might say cooling fast water only, and somebody out there do dry fast, and every time they're breaking the fast, they break it with alcohol or whatever, wine, and something happened to them. Okay, let me see. Ow. Somebody have a question? How many days is the cooling fast? Not yet. We will begin it one day. We'll begin it one day, 24 hours. For those of you that have never done anything like this, okay? We will begin, but we ask you, if you are doing it, if you are engaging in it, do it for spiritual breakthrough. Just don't do it because, oh, well, the nation is doing something fun. Let's just go ahead and do this thing. It's not going to be fun, man. It's not going to be fun. Nothing about this is fun, son. Especially the one that are working in restaurant or any food industry and things, handling food. The wives are cooking, the husband are cooking and stuff. You're taking your lunch break, your coworkers are sitting there eating, and then you're just sitting there. It's not like you don't have the money. You have the money, the food is available, but you can't touch it. You can't touch it. You go home, man. Some of you are working out there in the sun and in the snow. Yeah, man, 24 hours without no food is a big deal. I myself, I don't have to do those things. I don't work in a restaurant. Lord forbid if I was. But, this thing is willpower. So what it is going to be, beloved, I need to clean this little table, okay? We're going to go into this thing for 40 days. We will begin one day through the exercise, 2 days to whatever steps that you have to break through it. And if you truly break through is when you break through step 2. Step 2 says here, this is one of the things you will break through here in step 2. Step 2 is visual or optical, okay, concentration. And for those of you that are doing this fast, that will do it this fast. We highly recommend you to do auto suggestion with your little with your little beads. Auto suggestion. Okay. All right. Uh, yes, I highly recommend this. Um, page 94. That's the back. But let me explain step 2. With step 2, what you're going to, once you reach step 2, that part of step 2, okay, step 2 have little mini steps in it, but this part, which is when you're going to break through, for instance, these glasses, you look at it, okay, you look at the outline, you look at the way that it is, you look at every little details that you can about these glasses. This is an example, okay? And then you close your eyes. And then you imagine these glasses, visually picture it the way that you saw it in your hand. You picture it until you can clearly see it for at least 5 minutes. Is that what that is? 5 or 10 minutes? For at least 5 minutes. I believe 5 minutes. I don't want to mistake him. Let me see. I think it was 10. No. Okay. Let me see. Nope. Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You have to hold it, sustain it. You have to hold it in your mind for 5 minutes. You see clearly for 5 minutes. And then now you're going to have to do it with your eyes open. You just open up your eyes and focus, and then you see it appear in front of you. So much so that you can actually reach and somewhat grab it as if it's in a 3D space. Once you start doing this, breakthrough. You will break through. The second part of it is hearing, acoustic, hearing this, hearing that, hearing those. Hearing things, anything that you imagine, you can actually clearly hearing it. The third part is feeling. You feel the cold to one point that it's not cold in the room, but your body starts shivering. You can feel your skin it's very cold. To a point you feel heat and your body sweating. Like the heat, you can feel it with your imagination. And you can feel light. You can feel your body getting very light, and you can feel the heaviness. Those are the things that you can do to go through this stuff. And if you can do those stuff, you break through, then you pass step 2. Step 3 is pretty much the same thing, but step 3, I'll say step 3 pretty much the same thing, but amplify. Once you get to step 3 or step 4, you will be able to raise the temperature of any place, whether it's here, whether it's another country or another planet. You will be able to drop the temperature, make it cold, raise the temperature, make it high, and you will be able to heal people with light. For instance, if a brother or sister have high blood pressure, you will be able to use the light and then bring this blood pressure to whatever numbers that you want. You can cure people with diabetes. People that have cancer, you can cure them with pure light. It's called biomagnetism. Only a few people can do this. And I want the nation to do that. Are you up to the task? Are we up to the task? You will be able to, once you really start to getting into it, you can take a glass of water and then you condense the water to such a degree, the whole water in that glass of water turn into ice. That's when you condense the water element on itself. It becomes so cold, turn into a block of ice. And we are not talking about this thing as if like, you know, we're making those things up. We don't do this here. We don't mess with that. This is real. And then you can condense the fire element in the water to such a degree that the water is boiling in the cup or in the glass. You can condense the earth element in the water to such a degree that you cannot lift it up. The glass of water become 100 pounds lighter. You can't 100 pounds heavier. You can't pick it up. And you can take a feather and condense the air element on it so much that it will float around you. You can take by the time you reach step 6, you can condense the fire element to such a degree it become a mini sun. And I'm not making this up. You can illuminate your whole room. You can press it to your body become a glowing sun. And it's not something your imagination. If anybody else walk up to the room, they will see you glowing like an angel. They will see you glowing like white light blazing through the house. You can even blind somebody with this. By the time you reach step 7, which a few of us are in step 7, you'll be able to do mental travel, which means mental travel here on earth. You'll be able to go anywhere, everywhere, and you will do so. You'll go in there. First thing first, you go around in your room. You get out of your body. You sit next to you. You're watching your body. You're watching yourself. You're watching the room. You walk around. You look at your body lying wherever. You don't go out. And then after that, you come back to your body. The second time you do it, you actually get out of your room. You peek outside. You see outside. And then you come back to your body. And then you look, you see if what you saw was accurate. The third time, you walk around in the kitchen. This is not astral travel. This is mental travel. Okay? Astral travel is a whole nother degree. Astral travel is the top. That's like the final step. And then once you start doing this, you go around the house. You make sure you're good in the house. And the 5th, 6th time you're doing this, it takes a lot of practice though. You walk around. You walk around the place, the house, and then you walk around your house because you don't want to go too far. Okay, it's gonna be really hard. When the step, every time you're going to take the step, it felt like your body is like there is a magnetic field that pulling your body, pulling your mental body to the physical body. It's so hard to take a step. Yo, lifting this would be a monumental task. Try to lift this. It's like trying to lift the whole earth. It's so heavy. But times on time you're doing it, it will be better. And then at one point you're gonna get so good, you're gonna start walking around in your neighborhood. You can go anywhere. Once you know your neighborhood good, now you're going to lift up your body as flight. A lot of those these days are accidentally. Through training, you can control it. Fly. And then you're going to fly, try to go above your house and suspend it in the air, and then just think of a place, and then you are there. You take off New York, next thing you see a rock, you right there in New York. And then go back home. New York and home. New York and home. And then once you get good, and then you start going anywhere. One of the places that I would love to visit is the South Pole. I'm not making this up, Bridget. I'm not making this up. Through grueling fasting, especially a dry fast, brother, you break through this thing. And you can go anywhere. You can go in any place at any. You can go to the Pentagon, just be there, sit at the table, and everybody's talking. You listen to everything that they are saying. That's why you were doing the test. This you are doing that. You are doing listening. You can smell. You can taste things. You can go anywhere. You can go to the Vatican and read books. You can go anywhere. When it comes to the spiritual realm or the mental realm, there is no privacy. Although, beloved, they warn you there are certain things you really don't want to do because it's a training. You are being watched. They are taking note. They are being watched. You can do pretty much everything, but you cannot violate a certain law. What is a certain law? Certain law you may not want to violate it. For instance, you use your mental travel to hurt somebody because you want to revenge on that person. Once you reach this level, whatever revenge and things, you don't need those things. You're moving forward. Okay, interdimensional travel is a little bit easier than Earth travel. Okay, excuse me. Once you do that, you're good. The next step, which is step 8 or step 9, you're going to do visual clairvoyance. You're going to make a fluid condenser for your eyes, which the instruction isn't there. So you put it in your eyes, you will be able to just sit home, not astral travel, and then you look straight to the eyes, and then you look wherever you want to look in real time. And listen to whatever you want to feel and do this. You can, by the time you reach step 8, it's snowing heavily in your area, your backyard, your house have not one drop of snow in it. You don't need, your backyard is clear as if it was summer, while everybody else is crying for this vertical or horizontal, whatever, systematic, the whole atmospheric freezing river. You can warm up your whole house. You can condense the fire element to such a degree you create a ball of fire in your hand. You can condense the fire to such a degree that you can say tender, and then your chimney is on fire. You can cook with that fire to such a degree. I can't wait to condense the water to such a degree that can realign the molecule and make my own quote unquote superconductor. I can't wait to do this because you can. Okay. Once you reach step 9, step 10, the last step, astral travel, the most dangerous step. And by the time, if you're in this step, you still have crap in your mind, petty things. Not step 10, step 8, when you are fusing the electromagnetic fluid in you. In other words, making yourself immortal. Once you do this, you have another 50 to 100 years to live, no matter what, whatever your age is. Once you fuse the electromagnetic in your body, you freeze your age. You just freeze everything. And then everything is protected. You will decide when you're going to die if you do this. But if you fuse the electromagnetic in your body, which you have anger issue, jealousy issue, childhood trauma, it will just amplify this thing 1 million times. You doom yourself right there, which is fine. Because you know why? Bardon was a freaking dragon. Bardon overeat, and above all, the dude smoked like a dragon. But he like, yo, I gotta do this. He fused it, and then he doomed. He like, yo, he's doomed himself. He like, yo, I gotta do this. But if you are doing this, you're a smoker, you'll find out how much that you're going to smoke. You're like, I thought I used to smoke. That's why before you go into this stuff, you're gonna have to get rid of all those things and keep it moving. And step number 10, the final step, astral travel. Now, for those of you that watch the movie Ant-Man, there is a scene, well, in Quantum Mania, there's a scene where king sent him to get that whatever object, and then when he got there, which is the astral realm, and there were he faced the possibility storm, okay, where his body separate, and then he see two of himself. He said, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "No, what the hell are you doing here?" And then 3, 4, 5, and he see a million of himself. The million of himself was fighting him. That's exactly what it is when you get to the astral plane. The astral plane is not as the so-called the mental plane. It's not the same. The astral plane is limited by space, not time, because the astral plane, it's limited. They are only because it's limited on our zone girdling the earth. There are certain places when you reach, you can't pass. There's like a plastic field, and when you get there, your guardian angel gonna come and say, you can't go through this. Some people pierce it and pass and go to the mental realm, which is a strong violation. They're gonna take you. You're gonna go to Shabbatai if you do something like this. Okay, when you go there, there are things, technology, things that are, you're like, what is this? This is a sci-fi place. Why is it there are so many other beings? Like, you will see beings that they talk about in mythology, which is actually real. You will see things that are beyond. You're like, what are those things? And you gotta be careful with certain. There are phantoms. There are schemata, which all of you have based on your. There are schema and schemata, and the maggots. What's the proper name for the lava? The maggots. The maggots are the one, they will feed on you. If you have emotion, they will just attach and start growing and feeding. And once they get a hold of you, oh brother, the lava, okay, the lava, whatever you want to call it, you don't want those things on you, because they are mental beings. They are beings that are in those realms that feed on you. Okay, then you go higher into the astral plane, then you reach where your guardian angel is, and you will meet him, and you will meet her. That's why you were doing all those background check. That's why you were doing all those studies about your guardian angel. You will have a lot of communication with it, and then you'll say, let us merge. And then once you merge with your guardian angel, you become what they feel the most, somewhat AI. You pretty much know everything. You can do anything. Now, once you merge with your guardian angel in the astral realm, you come back to your body. It's not the same. You are not the same person. And then now the real work begins. The real work begins once you merge. So now, once you merge with your guardian angel, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to see the gnome. You're going to see the beings that are in the element of earth. You're going to travel inside of the earth and descend to the deepest triple-thick darkness you can go. And then, well, first you're going to have to assume the form of a gnome. Then you got to get your magic mirror. Beloved, when the nation get the magic mirror, to code it just like we are talking here, with you sit in front of your magic mirror, say, call Big Levi. And then the mirror just obey. And then he called me, mine obey, say, Big Levi, this brother want to speak with you. Turn around and say, Big Levi, let's talk, man. I need to do this. And the magic mirror, the technology is just far off, man. Be able to use it as a TV set. Remember, when Bado wrote this, that was in the 1950s when he was doing this. Now you can use your magic mirror, so to speak, as an internet set. You can access anything, websites that are coded and encoded, things that are super high level of clearance. You can just access them just like that. Can't wait to make your own elemental. Just don't make them for sexual pleasure, because you doom right there. You can't make your own elementaries and elemental. Elementaries are much more dangerous, because by nature we are elementaries. Making an actual elementary, it's like a mind-blowing. Okay, and then once you go, you transform yourself like a gnome. If you don't know how a gnome look like, you tell the mirror, show me how a gnome look like. It will show you. You assume the form, you go see the gnome. What is the number one rule when you meet the so-called the elemental? What is the number one rule for those of you who study with us? The number one rule is let them speak to you first. The very number one rule is let them speak, let them address you first. When you first time you meet the gnome, you meet the undines, you meet the salamanders, the sylph, you let them speak first. You don't speak first. The correct word is let them speak first. Don't speak. That's how you master your silence. Once you start going through this thing, you master your silence. If you do your thing well, the moment they see you, because the gnomes are very friendly and very tricky. They are very tricky fellow. Okay, they will quickly go to you and say, welcome. Hey man, here's this and stuff. They will offer you everything. Remember, you're not going out down there to just, take things from them. You're also bringing them knowledge. It's a knowledge sharing. Just like you're sharing with us, you're sharing with them. Okay, the gnome will show you all the subterranean layer, all the cities that are underground, all the underground rivers, all the underground waterfall, all the underground the hot springs. They'll show you all the gold, the iron, the silvers, everything where they are buried, all the treasures. None of them are for you. You can take them, that's on you, but this is not what we're after. We're here to learn. You learn, you go to all the gnome. Remember, they are very tricky fellows. If you take things from them, because the thing is they are testing you, okay? They are testing you. And then you go to all the gnomes and then, you do all your stuff. Once you learn everything from them, you take them, you teach them to, then what is your next step? What is your next step? Everything is a test down there. Or 144. Should we move in, beloved? Should we move in with the program? I might be able to move for another 15 minutes. Should we pushing? Should we move in? Let me see, 145 now. Are we pushing, beloved? Okay. Good. All right, let's push. This is for the students, okay? If you are not a student and you wish to do this, you're going to have to do it on your own. But we are doing this together as a student. Then again, that was our original way of doing this. Now, the next step is you go see the undine. Now, again, the undine are so beautiful. We are talking about for the men here because they are in a way they like succubus or succubi, so to speak. The undine are strikingly beautiful. If you are a man, you have a cookie problem, sir, it's gonna be you. Hey man, if you have remember that guy, for the one of you that see the dude, he went there and then he effed up with the undine. He oh man, he went in there, he succumbed to the love of the undine, and then he kind of messing that guy, he lost his goddamn mind. The guy, he lost, man, because their beauty, because that's how they're testing you. The undine are very beautiful and they're all about that baking. It's something that is natural to them. And you're not going to go over there and judge them or go over there with your high moral and say, I'm not into this and stuff. Oh, this and this is not your place, man. Remember when we go onto other realm, dog, you don't go there to judge because they are not bound by the same rules that you're bound over there. Okay? All right, you're gonna, amen, just leave because the undine, the first thing because they are like 99% females, the moment they see you as a male, that's why it is good for you to assume the form of a female when you go there, because it's like a video game. You choose a female character, you go there, and then through this, nothing going to happen. But at one point, you're gonna have to assume your true form because they will sense like you from a higher plane. So once you assume your real form as a man, the first instinct is to mate with you. And like Badon said, they will constantly, non-stop, they will constantly do this, seducing you and do all of this. Okay, and all this stuff, they're gonna keep asking you until you pass everything. Remember, the higher you go, the prettier they get, the more knowledgeable they get, the more powerful they get. Okay, what can you learn from the Undine? How to breathe water, how to swim at the speed of sound, how to swim at the speed of light, how to control all the animals that are in the water, including the, well, I'll say excluding the mighty Leviathan, but certain Leviathan. How you can go to, you can just go to the ocean in your boat and then just wave your hand upon the water and all the fish just assemble that one spot. Of course, you do understand now how the beloved brother was able to just stand on the boat, and when he went to the others to go fish, the other fishermen to get fish, and then they didn't have fish on that spot where he put his hand, all the fish assembled there. The Undine will show you the untold amount of wealth that are inside of the water and on the earth, and they will go to the other cities with you, or the super advanced civilization that are living on the ocean. Remember, the ocean is bottomless, just like space. Yes, because what you're calling Jesus, Yeshua, was a high initiate. He was a Kabbalist. Once you read everything, he was like a super high initiate. He was able to do those things. That's why at the end, he initiated the brothers through what you people are calling the Last Supper. What he gave them as bread and blood, as red wine and bread, that's not what it was. The people that were there that assist and watched the initiation, it wasn't just the 12 brethren. There was a group of people that were there witnessing. For those of you that watch what I showed you, they were witnessing the initiation, and they sit there, they saw it. And some of those people are still alive today, whether you want to believe it or not. And they explain unto us, they say, that's not what that meant. I mean, we put it like that in the Bible. That's not what it meant. What it meant is you're going to have to do this, because the generation that they're talking about that's going to unlock this thing, it's you. Whether you want it, I don't want to do this, Big Levi. Nigo, I don't care. It's you. You're going to have to do it. But nonetheless, once you know everything about the Undine and everything, now assuming you're not falling in love with one of them, okay, because they're strikingly, and they don't look like that fish women that you're seeing. They can assume this one, but they look like regular women. And the thing is, like, they will dive. If you're weak, though, that's why you have to go to step 1 and step 2 to strengthen your mind. They will dive in your mind and taking the most beautiful form of woman that you could possibly want, and then they will want to get down with you. So anyway, so once you do that, once you pass the Undine, what is the next step? This is just a review. We shouldn't do this in public, but hey, some people might be interested in it. What is the next step once you finish with the Undine? Thank you, Brother Prime Black. Thank you. Once you finish with the Undine, you go to the Sylph. Now, the Sylph is something else, okay? And it is said the Sylph, the being of the air element, are the most difficult to control. Okay? Once you control all the Undine, all of them bow down unto you and recognize you as their Lord and Master. Because what it is, again, I forgot to say this. When you go see them, they don't see you. They see him. They see I am. That's why when you make the connection and the entheogen at the end, you felt like I am the universe. I am Brother Big Levi. I am Brother Larry. I am Sister Lily. It's not you. It's the I am. That's why when Moses said, well, when I go to them, what name would I tell them? And tell them I am, because that's my name. I am what I am. I am. I am the present. I am the past. I am this. That's why when the name It's just what it means. I am. It's the connection. Once you reach that, you make the I am connection. You are the only being that can do this. You know, they can't do that. They're not the I am. They can't connect to it. That's why when you go to them, they felt a great presence. And they, all of them, they are bow down. They're willing to serve because they are servant. And then you're here to learn. You're not here to go get treasure. You are not here to go fell in love. You are not here to enjoy the finer things of life. That's not what you are here for. Yes, the overwhelming feeling of love, the overwhelming feeling of happiness, it's the I am. People think when they feel I am, they come out there and say, I am God. I realize that I am everyone and stuff. No, that's not what that is. You make a connection with the I am. Okay, it's very powerful. Tears, you will cry and all that. Very, very, extremely powerful, very, extremely overwhelming. Anyway, the self are known to be the most difficult one. Why? Because the selves are very shy. The selves are very shy. They are, you might, first I already warn you, it's going to take you a little bit of practice to get to the self. And they are extremely difficult. Out of all, the self are very difficult and very hard to contact. You're gonna make a lot of contact. If I forgot to say, how do you contact those things? Well, I did. The gnomes, you go to the deepest part of the earth, and then you carry a lantern with you, because the gnomes, it's very dark down there. They all have each of them have their lantern. The sylph, you go in the middle of you go to the river first, then you go to the ocean, and you go to the deepest part of the ocean, you will meet the civilization. The sylph, you go up in the sky and the cloud, you'll meet the civilization. And once you're done with the sylph, you know everything about the air, how you can send message through the air, how you can use the air to cue, how can you use the air to levitate, fly and stuff, which is very difficult, okay? How you can use the air to walk on water, because once you loaded the air element in your body, you're going to become light, you can walk on water. Now you know how our brother did it. How you can use the air to do pretty much anything, to purify your body, to remove sickness, to do everything positive with the air, okay? Once you're done with the self, what is your next step? Once you're done with the self, what is your next step? Oh, I got 5 more minutes. Excuse me. Yes. Salamanders. You go to the salamanders. Who are the salamanders? The salamanders are the beings that inhabited the fire element. In the first place, you go for the salamanders, you go to a volcano. Once you go to the you mental travel to a volcano. And once you get to the volcano, you enter it. You go to Iceland. You're entering a erupted volcano, and you will meet the salamander king. Well, no, not the king. You will meet the subordinates and stuff like that. And the salamanders are very beautiful. They like people. They are slender bodied. Their neck are a lot longer. I told you how they look. Did I show how the salamander look like? The Martian, excuse me, the Martian movie to Mars. That's how they look like. And they are very restless. They are moving all over because they are fire. And you will learn everything, all the secrets of fire. They will teach you how to use fire, fire bending, fire manipulation, how to reduce fire into lightning, how to make fusion and fission. Okay? Somebody described the word fusion and fission. Fusion is Fusion, and fission or fission is Fison. They will literally show you how to make your own sun, which people don't realize how powerful that is, to be able to make your own, like to condense the fire element to such a degree, become the freaking sun. Oh, of course, beloved, you really don't want to use this type of thing, but it's a knowledge good to have, okay? fission splits a heavy element with a high atomic mass number into fragments, while fusion joins two light elements with low atom mass number, forming a heavier element. They will show you how to do both of those things. I'm not making this up. I'm not making those things up, because we have people that went down there that learned these things and they become super being. They don't need to be around here on Earth anymore. They just go some places. Okay. Now, you're done with the salamanders, you're done with the gnomes, you're done with the seals and the undine, and then now you're good for a part of it. What is your next step? For the students, what is your next step once you're done with the 4 element? Now you become the avatar, the master of the 4 element. You master the 4 element, now you become the avatar. You know, I'm talking about the last airbender, not the Legend of Korra. So you become the avatar, the last airbender. There's a show, they made it a live show on Netflix. You should watch it, because that's all it is about. Okay, Aang has to go through all this training. Of course, they don't show it, but yes, that's how you master all the 4 elements. Thank you, Informer F13. Now, your next step, you're going to have to go to the zone. In other words, go to the houses. You're going to have to go to the zone girdling the earth. You have to go to the zone girdling the earth. You have to go to February 22nd. Oh, okay. Well, about 2 weeks from now, I believe. Yeah. Now, once you master the 4 element, once you know what to do, you fuse with your guardian angel, you're good. And the next thing you know, you go to the zone girdling the earth. First house, the house of Aries. There are 365 beings in the house of Aries. So you're going to have to, is that what that is? Is it 365 or they all add up to 365? No, I believe there's 40 something. The book is here. Okay. Okay, we already went to chapter 1. Hey, once you do, the moment you merge with your guardian angel, you're in this book. You're in this book now. Now we are talking about this book. You're not in the, you're done with the initiation into Hermetic. Now you're in book 2. Let me see how many beings that are in the first house. Okay, zone girdling the earth. They got the original being 20. Well, the first one is Morek, my dog. 30 principle. Okay, 30 principle. You have 30 principle in the house of Aries. First, you got Morek. Okay, let me read this. This intelligence is quite active and impulsive and distinguishes itself through extraordinary acuity. As he is highly erudited, not only can he instruct the magician in general knowledge, but above all, he can also disclose to him excellent methods with which he can favorably influence his memory and increase his intuitive abilities. Who doesn't want that? Besides that, Morek can influentially assist the student with invention of every kind. With invention of every kind, especially the one that work with electricity. Talking about Tesla, talking about Morek can give you a technology to make the Tesla work in infinite energy. Morek can give you a technology to invent something to make your phone work in infinite energy. You don't need to charge your phone. You don't need to ever charge anything, whatever. An invention, you can put it in your car or put it in whatever that in your house. You never pay $1 of light bill. Morek can give you an invention. You come up with not an invention. There is a possibility, not a possibility. There is a way you can use a crystal, a quartz crystal. You power the whole earth. One crystal have the ability, the power in it to power the entire earth forever. Yes, crystalline technomagic. And Moet can give you that. Well, that is if you're mature enough. Now, once you're done with the house of Aries, you visited the 30 principle, you move to the house of Taurus, the next house. Once you know all the 12 houses and everything, you're done. Your next step is the moon. Now you're done with Earth, and then you come to the launch pad of the Earth. Then you move to the moon, and you go to the 28th station of the moon. To the Levana Heights, they have 28 hidden characteristics with you. You go to Levana, you go to the moon. You met the 28 kings of the moon, 28 huge station. When they say station, 28 kingdom of the moon, huge cities that are in the moon. Beautiful places. They like Earth. They like small Earth. They like 28 small Earth on the moon with people living there, which we call them the Levanaites. Okay, they live there. Just like you will see them, you'll meet them. Just like when the alien come here, they met us. They're from another sphere. And then when we go to their sphere, we're like, those are the moon people, the Levanaites. And then you met their king, and they teach you their technology. And you become their masters. They serve you. And then after that, you go to Mercury, and you meet all the guardian angels because that's their base. And after you're done with Mercury, then you start getting into things. Now, Mercury is, quote unquote, Kokav is, quote unquote, the launch pad for you to go higher. To go higher. And then once you go to Noga, brother, you thought being with the Undine was something else? Well, if you reach Noga, France already told you, once you reach Noga, you'll meet a lot of people that just stay in Noga. When I was under the Noga Heights vibration, I did not want to leave this place. I didn't want to leave Noga. I'm like, I'm not leaving this place. I'm not going anywhere. This is, oh man, this is beautiful. I love this. I must stay there forever. I'm gonna be there. Forget about my body on Earth. I'm good here. This is good. The music is good. The food is good. The women are good. Everything are good over there. I'm happy. Everything is good. I play music for a few million years there. I dance for another 2 billion. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get. And if you get stuck there, and then every time you're gonna come back though, you're gonna come back to your body, but you can't wait to go there. And every time you go, you won't be able to. At one point, you're like, you know what? Let me just cut off. I don't want to live on Earth anymore. And then you just stay in Noga. There are people that stay in Noga, and what that is, beloved, you impeded and stunt your magical growth. Nothing wrong with it, brethren. Nothing wrong. It's just the energy, the food, the technology, the ship. The Nogahite ships are the prettiest, beautifulest ship. They are slick. Then the Nogahites are about like 5 feet tall, and they are silver-like people. The women are breathtaking. The food is, everything is good. And don't let that fool you. The Nogahites are super strong, and then they do wars also. Just like us, we do war and stuff, they do war. You don't want to go to war with the Nogahites. Although, they a few thousand years ago, but the Nogahites, the males are pretty much the same. They are strikingly beautiful. They are strikingly handsome. It's whatever your gender, you go over there, it's all about the energy. If you get caught up in the Noga vibration, woo! You feel eternal euphoria. You are laughing. You're going to sleep, you're laughing. You wake up, you're laughing. You're walking in the street, you're laughing. It felt so good. You feel young. You're in love with everything. You're eating this food. You're not loving everything. You are in love with it. You're in love with that food. You're in love with this chair. You're in love with this shape. You're in love with this microphone. You're in love with everybody you see. You're in love with them. You're in love with the animals. You're in love with the men. You're in love with the women. You don't know what to do. Everything is so beautiful, so good out there. Like, damn it, I'm in love. I'm loving everybody. I love my life. I love my daughter. I love everybody. I love this freaking snake over here. I love these ants and then this monkey. I'm in love with it. It's just the energy. It's just like, yo. And if you don't have another things around here, and just say, stop, man, let's get out of here. Like, and that's when the argument started. That's when the argument started. I ain't gonna go. Yes, you are. Like, you, Negro, I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna stay here. I mean, I love you, but I'm sorry that I have to call you. And then the fight will come. That's why you need your guardian angel to keep reminding you, like, hey, man, let's get out of here, man. Time is up. We've been there for like 2 billion years, dancing, actual billion years. You live there. You live life there. You have children. You have family. You don't care about that. You just say, I ain't never going to go back to Earth. Now, if you are able to withstand the vibration, which is lovingly intoxicating, and then you pass everything, then you are eligible to go to the sun. And once you reach Shemesh, and if you have that pride, you think you are prideful, wait until you go to Shemesh. The Shemeshite, you will meet them. They're like, who are you, man? And why are you here? Do you know who I am? Let me show you who I am. See these clothes made out of pure gold. My hair is as long as it can get, and it's made out of pure shiny gold. The Shemeshite will show you the technologies. The Shemeshite will go over and show you all those, because they are the most advanced, and they are the negative spirit of the Shemeshites and Madimite are the most dangerous. Shemesh is the most powerful star in an entire universe. They can discover other stars, but the Shemeshites are the most powerful, and they will show you. The Shemeshite will go around and show you all sort of things, and they offer you. They will give you things. Shemeshite will show you. You think you know pride, Negro? You think you know things? Let me teach you. They are very arrogant, and they are all up in your face. They like to compliment them. Lord forbid you tell one of them they are beautiful. They'll take this thing and run to the others. You see, I knew I was prettier and better than all of you niggas. See, he's the son of the Holy One. You know, he said I am. I didn't say it. You can ask you. The Shemeshah, oh boy. And they are the most difficult too. Okay. So after that, once you're done with the sun, then you go to Madim. The Madimite dog don't play. The Madimite vibration don't play. Madim is straight up soldier, discipline, and their technology is the most advanced out of all of them. That's why you heard Elon Musk want to go to Madim. This guy want to go to Madim. They want to go there, then so I get jack the technology. That's what they want to do. The Madimite is the Madimite will show you super strength. They will teach you super strength. That is if you want to do this. The Madimite will show you all the military secrets, all the weapon, any weapon you could possibly imagine and not imagine, the Madimite will show it to you. And that's why the Madimites are so dangerous. They don't give you their name. They don't give you any of them. They just said Madim is Madimite. I'm not going to go there. But anyway, after Madim, you go to Jupiter. And after Jupiter, then you reach the highest planet, Saturn, Shabbatai. Shabbatai is the planet of judgment. Once you read there, you met the Shabbatite, all in black, everybody in black, very serious. The music on Shabbatai is very good. The angelic, everywhere you are going, there's an angelic sounds, creepy but beautiful, peaceful. And the Shabbatites are the judge. They are the one that judge everywhere. And the Shabbatite, they are the highest planet. Once you reach them, and then they'll see what you got. And again, I'm not going to go too much on what the Shabbatite can do and what they are doing and what they are responsible for. And after that, beloved, you become a brother of the light. You become a sister of the light. Shabbatite don't play this, man. The highest planet, the heaviest planet, You don't go. If one say you don't go to Shabbatai and try to do his, the Shabbatai will show you. And Shabbatai humble me. When I got involved with the vibration of Shabbatai, it scared the living hell out of me. Shabbatai will humble you. The vibration of Shabbatai, no matter how arrogant, no matter how you think you know, the moment you reach Shabbatai, oh man, those guys they'll. In other words, the Shabbatai will purify you. Shabbatai will purify you, man. Shabbatai will humble you to a place that you like, damn. And then once you reach Shabbatai, you will realize how effed up the 83 got it. You're like, I would never trespass with those people. Is this what those guys are going through? The Shabbatai will show you. Say, there you go. Watch. You know what you get there like, oh my God, turning it off. Like that. No, you wanted to see? See. Look at it. And you'll see that people that think they got away with stuff because they didn't pay for it in our sphere. You'll see certain people that think because they got away with everything, they are God. They do stuff, and then you'll see them on Shabbatai. The Shabbatai will show you. They look. Just like, remember, and when Enoch went to Shabbatai, he died. Enoch, well, of course, you can't die. Enoch fell. And the Shabbatai came in and grabbed him and say, what is it? What that? Because they don't know exactly what killed you. They say, Enoch, what did you see and stuff? Enoch, like, what is this place? What are those people? And then they told Enoch straight up, those are the chain that the Mighty One had prepared for the last day. Shabbatai is the planet of karma, planet of judgment, very serious. And then that's when you learn everything to good. Then after that, you can go to Pluto, which is planet hell, the base of what you're calling Lucifer, and all the other guys, all the dudes that are for judgment. That's the planet. Pluto is in the mix. You can go there to Pluto, meet all the Plutonian beings, and then you go to Uranus, you go to Neptune, and you go all the way. Then you get out of our galaxies, you go to other universes and meet other beings, strange things, strange. And Bado said the number one rule when you go over there is do not judge. You only here to observe, learn, and copy the best thing you can do and bring them back to Earth and do this. You do not go over there and you see certain things going on in a planet that is completely different than yours. Has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your vibration. Next thing you know, you go over there and you're preaching them your stuff. That's what those guys did when they are here, when they came here. They taught the people too early. It's another form of ours. You don't do that, okay? You don't do this. Uranus and Uranus, they don't. Those planets, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus. Well, Uranus is the Kabbalistic planet. Uranus is the planet of Kabbalah. So Uranus is very huge, if not the most important of all the planet. Uranus. The Uranus is the when you read it in the book, Uranus is the language planet, the Kabbalistic planet, because a Kabbalist is you're not a Kabbalist yet. You're not a Kabbalist yet. You are, once you reach Saturn, you also call a magician. You also call a brother of the light. And then now you are eligible to become a Kabbalist. And then once you reach Saturn, that's in the positive side. Then you go all the way down. Then you started to learn in the negative side. You go all the way down to the gnomes, but you don't go to the positive one. You go to the negative gnomes. You go to the so-called negative spirit of the gnome, which is not negative at all, but they do other things. And you go to the negative undines. You go to the negative the sylphs, the negative salamanders. Then you go back to the zone girdling the earth. You go to all the negative, all the 12 house. Then you go back to the zone to the moon. You go to the all negative 28 station of the moon. Mercury, Kokav, Noga, the sun. They told you when the sun is the worst. And Madim. We go to Madim in the sun, you pass, and then you go to Shabbatai, then you're complete. and then now you go home, you sit home, and then you start doing your Kabbalistic exercise with words, with your mind. A Kabbalist, when you become when you become an actual Kabbalist, you literally become a god. You become a god being. Kabbalists, you don't speak at all. You be very careful when you're speaking. Kabbalists are like the thief, a master and an apprentice. The Kabbalists just take something and it materializes. If the Kabbalists think a man appear in front of him, and then he give this man breath and life and say, go out there, do this thing for me. And then once the mission complete, and then say, die. And the man died. Kabbalist is no joke. That's why people are going out there. Oh, he is a Kabbalist. He's that. Get out of here, man. Kabbalist, like, yo, Little Wayne is a Kabbalist, or Bill Gates is a Kabbalist. Get out of here, son. What? None of those people are Kabbalists. They don't know. There's a big difference between the word Kabbal and Kabbalist. Okay. Any question, Virgin? Okay, that's why we want you to do this, because who would not want to visit it and see all those things? Who would not want to go to another planet? You see other beings, and then guess what? The best thing out of all those things, beloved, the best thing out of all those stuff that you're going to see and learn, you are the highest being out of all of them. Out of all the being in this universe, multiverse, and all the dimension, you are on top of them. They respect you like the mighty one, because you are the only being shaped on his image. People don't know how rare so-called human beings are, especially men. Men is very rare. The male species by nature is very, very rare. There are other planets that you go is nothing but women. There is barely any men here. Some of them do not have any men at all. And then when you go there, they're struck. When they'll see you, they're like, are you a real man? And then, well, the moment you say yes, you fell victim to, no, you're gonna have to repopulate the whole damn planet. But men are very, very rare. Very, very, very precious. Man is super, super rare. Certain universe you go, if you find a man there, it's like, there's a dude there. Yeah, so it's it's just very, very, it's beautiful. Certain places you go, certain things that you see, you're like, what are those things? What does that even mean? And you realize, brethren, that you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You realize, man, I thought I knew. I thought me and my Bible, I know everything. You realize you don't know. You realize that, wow, what is this being? Is that a flying car? How do they make this thing? You and I, what is this? And then you can hear your voice go, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. What are those things? What are these? All you keep asking yourself, what are those things? What are these? And again, beloved, they say once you reach Shemesh, you are halfway there meeting the Holy One. Once you reach Shabbatai, and then you will meet the big man himself. You will meet the big man. And then he say, I know you could do it, my son. I know you could do it, my daughter. Come, give daddy a hug. You will meet. The Holy One is the one that will stand there with his sword, and they will say, your name, say kneel, and then kneel, and then just make you do a night. Say, all right, now. Again, beloved, we told you, once you complete this, and remember, they only release 4 keys. They only release 4 keys. For those of you that study for those of you that study this with us, okay, the key to the true Kabbalah, you only got 4 keys. The other 6 keys gonna be given. It's 10 keys in total. We have 4 keys on our earth. Our 4 keys are earth, water, fire, and air. They have 6 other keys that they will teach the one that have finished this mission, and then they will send you to another universe and then go teach the others. They will send you to another earth so you can go ahead and teach the others about those 6 keys. He was going to reveal the 6 keys, but the Messiah said no, they do not have the permission. Once you are done, they will choose a group of you and then they will send you to others. They'll give you the same mission. They say, hey, go to these people, those primitive people on this planet, taught them about the law, but slowly. Do not mate with the women. Okay, do not do this. And then some of you will go, and some of you like, man, those type of alien women's are beautiful. Let's go on to them. And then the others are like, yo, did you know what the Messiah? Remember what happened to us on earth? We went to Jacob Trouble and all this training, man. We can't go on to them. I mean, come on, let's go on to them and stuff like that. And some of you may over there and repeat the same bull. Or you can just go and teach them little by little, little by little. Because what you are being sent here is to reform you and then send you to another universe and things like that. So, okay. So, yeah. You know, so. Big Levi, could we schedule private spiritual counseling with you? Is that the $25 one? And, well, yes, the moment you become a gravis and intra templum, yes, you can have consultation, which I charge $100 an hour. However, some of the people, it is unfair to them to make them studying the book because they do not have the time for this. I can, in some way, coach you to work through this thing. But beloved, telling you the truth, it is just the best teacher is the one that you see in the mirror every day. It is always good to do this, but if you want a special consultation, it will depend on what the subject, because I'm not too knowledgeable in every subject. Intuitively, yes, but expertly speaking, no. If you wish to have a consultation, you have to give me the subject first. Then I will decide if I can guide you upon that. However, these things that we are talking about here will be the base for the grueling fast. They'll be the base for the grueling fast. We will begin with 1 day. We'll begin 2 days, 3 days. And after that, take a break. And then we'll begin a week. Then begin two weeks, 21 days, 30 days, and 40 days. And if we can go longer, we'll go longer. We will fast until we break through this thing, until we can communicate with each other telepathically. Until I can sit right there and send a message to you through your mind, and you can do this. Another helicopter crash? What the hell, man? Anyway, Pluto is in the midst. So, beloved sister Char J, we do schedule private spiritual counseling with me to anyone, but it's $100 for 1 hour. And again, you really don't need that. You really don't need this. It will depend on what's the subject. Something of very, very important. For instance, there are a lot of you here that don't need to go to this training. You can already do those things. All you need to do is to get the entheogen and then train with it. A lot of people are born like this, people that can do this through their dreams and stuff. But the best way to do it is to do it like this and to do it alone. Based on family, it will depend. Like I told the people, if you want a consultation based on family, many of you are not like your family. Another word, your family are not your true family. Many of the brothers or the sisters that you were born with are not your actual true brothers and true sisters. You just came here in this realm with them. You just get on the airplane and you sit next to this guy and you need to sit next to this girl. I say this again. They are not your true people. Your true brother, your true sisters, you will know them. You will feel them. A lot of the people that you think they are your true mothers and fathers are not. You just pass through them. You just use their biological makeup because you are a very specific being. That's why certain of the families they reject you. Some of you do not have family at all. That means you're on a special mission. The so-called orphan. You don't know your family. There's a reason why. Because if you did know, it would have been something else. And families, there is a lot of families out there. They were supposed to be here, the one that support you, the one that love you and provide for you. In fact, they are quite the opposite. They are the one that hurt you. They are the one that did stuff unto you. Family members, mothers, fathers that were supposed to be your protectors, they become your destroyers. Those are not your true family. The concept of like, oh well, biological, that's not what that is. That's not what that is. So when it comes to family, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but we'll see what's going on. But at this point, brethren, at this rate, the speed we are in this thing, whatever we pass or whoever we pass behind gonna stay behind. Yes, they are not like you. They are not like you. You are I'm not saying this to stroke anybody's ego. You see, you are always being weird and out of touch. That's why you hear. That's why you are listening to this. That's why you're seeing those books. It is not for them. That's why when the word sent out there, the mission fell on your lap. It didn't go to them. When something needs to be done, they don't call those people. They call you because you were sent here to do this. We are not like them, Bridget. I keep telling you this. Based on what the master said, they barely 5,000 of us that are on this planet out of the 7 billion. The others, they are somewhat Israelites, so to speak, but they are not in the caliber that you are. Okay, whatever the 144,000, only a few. Most of them don't care, but the one that they sent to specifically do things are very rare. They're very, very rare. That's why you've been separated for a very good reason. Maybe if you were with that family, you wouldn't be here. If you were an orphan, you wouldn't know this. You would probably be in the blessing with them and do stuff. The mighty one had to put you through hell for you to see and respect your mission. So when you are in a position of power, so you won't do things to people. Okay, so all right, beloved. If we can again, this is not just when it comes to this grueling fast, this is just a hypothesis. Okay, this is just a theory. I have no idea what's going to happen for the next 90 days. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. All I can say, all I can tell, if I am going to undergo this type of things, I personally have a lot of crap that I get rid of. First I gotta go ahead and finish with the book and do other things. And if you're going to do this, make sure you dedicated your time to it, brother. Baby, and you have to join us as a student. We will do it together as a nation, but we will update and have Zoom meeting if we have breakthrough any change only with the students, and only students that are students gravis and above and above. If you're a neophyte, you won't be able to join us because this is very serious. Patreon students only, paid members, minimum student gravis and stuff, special things. Because you have to bleed for it, because those are great power. It's not something you just come in, ask, and receive. You have to bleed. You have to lose things to gain certain of that power. But we need our people to do this. Not all of us will attain it. All we need is one person. All we need is one brother. All we need is one sister. If we got two, that's good. We got two of you guys, good. And the two of you can, the thing is, like, once you pass a certain place, you are able to help the others. How? A lot of us can't go through this thing because we have a certain addiction, so to speak. Okay, do you know once you reach certain step, you can literally remove whatever addiction, remove whatever trauma that person had, whether it's childhood or adult trauma, you can remove it from him or her, which freed this person to go ahead. They give you the instruction, okay? But don't say if you have a brother, a sister that are not as strong as you are, whatever that happened to him and her was too heavy for them to move, you can remove. That is, if you go to the Akashic library and you look at what was the reason, if it's fair to remove it, you can put a petition and say, hey, can we remove this on this person? And they say, okay, well, the parole is qualified. You can remove it. And then this brother, this sister can help. But if it's not permitted, this person gonna have to do it on their own. Okay. So that is something we just, again, usually we don't discuss those things publicly anymore. Surprisingly, I didn't have anybody coming over there and go against this thing, trying to tell us we are doing witchcraft. I don't know what happened to those people, but anyway. So it's not something we discuss in the air like this, because those are weird information. They are not scientifically backed information. They don't make any sense. They are not rational. You crazy talking about going to the moon, go see mermaids, go see fairies. This guy is crazy, which it is. Okay. Yeah, the circle must get smaller. All we need is one of you, brethren. I'm not saying I can't do it. I am well capable of doing this. But I don't want the nation to look at me like I can't wait until Big Levi get there so he can teach me. I can't wait until you get there with me. You teach me. I can't wait until we get there. We learn together, because together is always better. One, if we got, like, let's say the mighty one blessed us. We got 12 of us that can do this. We can change the situation of our people in 12 months. Because the moment, beloved, excuse me, you know how to do this, any of those things that we're talking about, the so-called money will be obsolete. Work will be obsolete, because you'll be able to build your house with your thoughts. You'll be able to do anything with just by telling the spirits, look at the technologies and stuff. You can just print a home. You can just print things. That's why they want you to be bound by the economy or whatever. Once you do this, we can build our civilization, our places, in a place that they not only they don't know, and if one of them find out to know, they can get there. So that's why, beloved, we need you in this. Again, finally, in conclusion, it's not something I put in my schedule yet. I have to see. Okay. Thank you, Sister Nogahite Israelite. Bless Sabbath Nation. Stay strong in this righteous fasting fight. The Most High and us gathering here will sustain us. Indeed. Thank you, beloved. Every single one of you that will participate in this thing, you will succeed. There is no way you're going to fail. You will succeed, all of you. However, we must warn you beforehand. It's not what you think it is. This thing is psychologically challenging. You think you're strong? Bring it in. You think you're strong? Once you start really getting to this thing, you're like, damn, this is tough. Whew, this is tough. Hey. Mr. Biglevi, with great respect, I battle to memorize all the great information and knowledge that you talk about and teach us. Feel ashamed to mention it. I just wanted to be at the feet of the Holy One. For instance, you got a brother or a sister that suffer from memory, and Badon show you how you can give that person memory. Not only they will remember everything, they will remember their past lives. Once we able to do this, one of us can help our people to restore their memory, be able to retain things forever. Brothers that can't walk, the disabled, the handicapped, whatever you want to call it, they can walk. Whether they have missing limbs. Remember, there's a passage that talk about how you can feel. See, this is not, you got two hands. Well, you got you got 4 hands, 4 feet, 4. This is 2 hands right here. That's the physical hand. Let's say, Lord forbid, you missing that hand. It was removed. You can bring it back by bringing the astral hand. If you're a true so-called one of those brother of the light, you can literally take the person hand, you bring the astral hand, and then you fill it with the earth element, and then it become the real hand again. That's it. The hand is back. That's why anybody that had a missing limb, they can tell you, they can still feel as if the feet is there, or the hand is there, the imputation where they can still feel it. It's because it is there, and the astral plane is there. All you have to do is to fill the astral body with the earth element, and then it will become real. Crazy things. If that person missing feet, you just fill it with the astral, you bring it to the astral plane and fill it with the earth element, and then it become real, and they can walk on it. The only thing is like how long you're gonna make it for, or if you deconstructed it, the person gonna be the same way. It's a lot. I, beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. This was just a little revision. And if the Mighty One bless us, we will go through the grueling fast. And I'll say, go ahead and get your body prepared while you are in this fast. Get your body prepared. We will take a break. And the break will be somewhat, maybe a 30 days break. While doing the break, I'll do the art class. Then we're going to come back. When we come back, we're going to come back strong and get into these things. And then it will be only to our Patreon. Only through Zoom meeting, we will discuss the rest of it, okay? After that, only through Zoom meeting, we'll have the meeting for the people that can bring us their progress, their failure, the way to do things and stuff and things like that. Okay, beloved, I say shalom. Oh, the movies that we had. Oh no, that's for the students. The student, go watch your thing. 13 Assassin, Zaitochi, the Blind Swordman, do your things. Okay, shalom.